International Atomic Energy Agency Chief Mohammed Baradei stated this week that Iran did not have the nuclear material, low-enriched uranium, to develop a nuclear weapon.
They, as I just recently mentioned, they still not, do not have even the nuclear material, the low-enriched uranium, to develop one nuclear weapon if they decide to do so. Even if they decide to walk out tomorrow for the non-proliferation treaty and you go into a lot of scenarios, it is not going to, that we're going to see Iran tomorrow having nuclear weapon.
Despite conclusions from the National Intelligence Estimate stating that Iran is years away from acquiring the technology necessary to produce a nuclear weapon, the UN, the EU, and the United States believe Tehran is working towards a nuclear bomb. Iran denies it. The Real News spoke to Babak Yektafar, editor-in-chief of Washington Prism. So where does that leave us now? The EU, the US have pursued this hard line that Iran is pursuing a nuclear bomb. Despite the finding of the National Intelligence Estimate, Baradei's statement coming out yesterday, does this change anything?
I really don't believe that it changes much. On one hand, you're still going to have Iran and the Iranian government saying that Mr. al-Baradei's statement proves what we've been saying all along. We are not after creating a nuclear bomb. We have tried to explain all the issues that has been raised. And again, remember, the main reason for all these issues coming up was because Iran was developing a nuclear program in secret, opposite of its obligation to the NPT, which was a signatory to. And Iran says that they have been trying to clarify all the issues. However, it's a great deal of mistrust on their side, because they said, look at this very last portion that we did try to clarify issues and work with IAEA, and then again in the last second there's this fabricated intelligence. Of course, the United States and EU are going to continue their pressure. They're going to continue and say that Iran has not answered these latest series of questions. But, as we all know, their hands are pretty tight. You have a situation where there's an outgoing American government. Nobody knows what the incoming government how they're going to deal with this issue. EU is pretty much waiting for that. They look to the United States for a lead on this. But we're pretty much in the same kind of a stalemate. And as I've said all along, if the nuclear issue is the real issue and not the Iranian regime, that really can be solved without all the hoopla behind the scenes, as it's been done all over the world. And if you listen to the Iranian officials, one of the main things that they always say is that for any kind of negotiation, be it the relations between U.S. and Iran, be it any of these issues that are hot topics, they need to be treated with respect and on the same level as the countries that they're negotiating with, not as a country that still is being regarded as illegitimate, or that they shouldn't even be there and they're up to no good. If they wanted to solve this issue, it could have been solved easily behind the scenes. That is very, very consistent in everything that we've been hearing from the Iranian officials for the past 2-3 years, particularly since Mr. Ahmadinejad came into power. And to me, unfortunately, it seems that final decision has not been made. They keep talking about carrots and sticks approach to Iran, particularly from the United States. But in all honesty, it's the kind of sticks that, mashes and bashes the carrot all the time. And I don't know how you can call that a carrot and sticks approach. So I'm not really sure exactly where this leaves us, other than to say that not that far from where we were before.